Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve. I'm so glad that you're going to be able to join me this morning. Let's do what I always have to do because I always forget ahead of time. I'm not quite sure how many I'm going to have live today. It is Christmas Eve, and I'm sure that everybody has a lot of last minute items and things to take care of. So I completely understand. Oh, let's not do that. See, this is what I do. I play with my hair. I'm gonna get greasy looking. All righty. So I finished video 3 of the bargain bead box, and I still have so much left. And I've made 6 necklaces, 5 bracelets, and 3 pairs of earrings. I still have a few more that I would like to get made. Before I close the door, I'm going to do a quick little thing. I'm going to recap the entire thing, close down the series, and move on to the next. But I will put part 2 up this afternoon. Then I'm going to play around with Randy's stuff. I know it's Christmas box, but it might have to be my Christmas to New Year's box because I fell behind on everything, having puppies and all of that. Completely threw me off track. And then every time I thought that I was going to be done with the box, I got another idea. And I still have so many beads left. So I kind of just wanted to do that. But I was going to wait and see if Rosanna popped on because I have my last 3 advent calendar items to open up and look at because I got overlooked the past 2 days in the delirium of new puppies, no sleep, all that fun stuff. Like I said, I had the last 3 days. Hi, Jan. I want to wait to see if she pops in. Okay, there are like 6 people now, so we'll just have to wait. If she's here, let me know so I know that it's okay for me to open my advent calendar. Good morning, Donna. Hi, Kim. Hey, girl. Hey. I hope everybody is ready for the holiday and that it's going to be filled with love and family and beads and whatever it is you want it to look like. I want mine to look like this room finally being organized once and for all. And then I guess we'll just have to wait and see how long it lasts. But, hi, Martha. Hi, Renee. Hi, Dawn. So happy to see everybody. Okay, if you guys would not mind going and hitting the thumbs up, I always forget to ask if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. If you know other beauty people that might find this informative and entertaining, can you please share this to your various social media platforms? Okay. Hello, Dawn. Yes. So excited to see all of you. Okay, let's go ahead. I know that Rosanna had something to do. That's why she signed off early. So, in case you missed the beginning, I still have not started with the Brady's Christmas box. I finished off video 3 in the series at like 1 in the morning, with 6 necklaces, 5 bracelets, and 3 pairs of earrings. I still have beads and I still have ideas. So that's where we are with that. So as I said a few minutes ago, Randy's box might have to be my Merry Christmas to New Year's box. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to the mat, open up my last 3 advent calendar thingies, and then we can proceed with what I was going to do today. So we have 22, 23, 24. So let's open number 22. There she is! Woohoo! Okay, good. I'm glad you're here. I was just getting started. Ooh. These are cool. These look like acrylic that's made to kind of look like fluorite almost. They have like a blue center with some like stripes on the other side. Are these acrylic, Rosanna? I've never seen beads like this before. So that's fun. I will get to play around with some new beads that I haven't used before. Those are really cool. Oh, carnival glass. There we go. Hi, Tammy. I'm so happy to see you. I do not see Beth. Somebody else see Beth? So that's cool. Carnival glass, which means, your girl's going to have to do a little bit of research on it. On those, that is fun. I love learning about new products, although it can be a little bit dangerous too. It's kind of a double-edged sword because oops, that's the last day. Because then you start researching and then you start buying because you get into it. Oh, these are so pretty. They're the fairy wish doors. These are so cute. I love these. Rosanna, they'll go perfect dangling from one of those new pendants I just got. Oh my goodness. This one, I could dangle this down below. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm so excited. I could just put like some little jump rings hanging from there to hang that below. I'm not sure exactly how I would do it, but even if I just use those as the earrings to go with these pendants, they're so cute. I'm obsessed with these pendants, you guys. I was like crossing my fingers that they were going to be as pretty in person as I wanted them to be. But okay, drum roll, please. We are wrapping up my advent calendar from Miss Rosanna Bradford. Oh, these are beautiful, Rosanna. I have some custom earrings. Yay! I'm so excited. Those are gorgeous. Oh, I'm so excited to put these in my jewelry box. I don't get a lot of new jewelry because I would rather have jewelry components that I could then make into something. Unless it's something from a friend of mine. That's Steve's like, oh, those are so beautiful. I love those. Rosanna, you're the bestest. Ever, 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 ever. Thank you. This was such a thoughtful gift. that you sent to me. I really appreciate it. I don't want to put these in the bag because I don't want to bend them. So those are going to go into my jewelry box. I love them. Okay, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love them. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to do some research with this, the carnival glass. So we will definitely be playing with this as soon as I do a little bit more research and come up with something fun to do with it. I feel like it would be a good like messy wrap bracelet where you just make like links and you wrap all around it and then connect it to the next. That could be a lot of fun. Okay. So you guys, after all that jewelry that I already have made, I still have those beads. I took all the 6s out. So these are 8mm from the prior bead box, but I have all of those. I still have all of these beads. And then where is my little tower with the other stuff? Oh my gosh, what the heck did I just do? Well, I put those in this thing. I have a few more of these little charms, which I used one on a necklace that I want to ask you guys if you like it live because I did it in the early morning. So I don't know if it translates, but I cannot find my 6th one of these either. I wanted to do a bracelet that went with this necklace right here. Okay, Rosanna, I will know that this was a successful design if you like it, even though you don't like that Jasper. Okay, does it look weird that I hung those from right there? Or do you like it? I have one hanging from down at the bottom, which I like. I just can't decide if I like that on either side. I think it's kind of cute. It brings it in a little bit more. I did think about possibly doing a little like cha-cha style ending to this where I had them like all hanging off, but they're kind of heavy, so I didn't want to do too many. But okay. Oh, good. You like it. Okay. Do you like the design, Rosanna? I know you're not a fan of this green, but you'll see when you watch the movie, when you watch the video, it is feature film length. That I was going to do something completely different, and then all of a sudden this just like popped in my head, which is exactly what kept happening. Oh wait, I don't want it like that. There. Which is exactly what kept happening and why I kept getting more and more and more inspired by this box. I have some pairs of earrings that I want to make still. Like I said, I'm hoping that I find that one last pendant. This, unfortunately, I wasn't able to use because the string is like stuck in there and I could not find my my box of like the drill bits to go in and clean it out because obviously I'd have to use very thin ones, but that were long enough to go all the way through. So I still have a few of these that I could use in a bracelet or another necklace, either or. I haven't entirely decided yet. I have just enough hair. Maybe we'll make the earrings today. because I have enough of each of these. I have just enough of the white and black and a few extra of the peach that I can go and make a bracelet with or earrings with these really quick with all of you. Trying to think. What else did I have with them? Oh, I have all the sunstone. Yes, that's the stacker I can't find. Okay. Where is that stacker? I was just about to say, here, I'm going to pause you and I'll be right back. But that doesn't work when we're live. I was up so late that Steve went and bought me breakfast before he went to work. Where the heck did I put that little stacker? There's one down on the floor, but it's not the one I'm looking for. So that might have to wait until the wrap-up video because I need that. I'm probably going to do a knotted necklace with the rest of the little sunstone moonstone nuggets, those and maybe some wood beads. I don't understand how it was like on my desk and now it's missing. It's likely somewhere under my desk. Hopefully it didn't fall off my desk. Okay, it didn't fall off my desk into the garbage right there. I shook it and did not hear any bead-like sounds. Okay, yeah, that's gonna have to wait. I'm not sure where it is. Like I said, I have enough of these that I would like to make a pair of earrings just as another little something to go with the box. So let's grab some, I'm just gonna grab some simple gold wire. If it stays simple for me, it doesn't. I just want these to be very simple little wrapped links. Oh, where are my? I have some dots. I have some little ball head pins right here. Trying to decide in which order we want to go. Or do I just want to do all links? Because then I could add these on at the bottom. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm actually going to stack the top with a loop on the bottom to attach the little charms with. So first things first, we need to create a loop. So I'm just going to make a little 90-degree angle in both of these pieces of wire. And I hope I didn't just bend this one way too far down, which I think I kind of sort of did. Here we go. Going to just go ahead and wrap around until we get to the part where the loop starts, and then we will snip that off on this side. I don't like doing it on the front or back, and then I need a little daisy spacer. I think I might, if I have enough room, I think I might do peach at the beginning and the end of this little stack, but I may not have cut my wires long enough to do so. but I could be wrong. I might have just enough room. And I'm doing 2 daisies in between each one of my little crystals. I'm gonna go ahead and make the loop for the bottom, but cannot forget to add this before I close this off. Can you please pay attention? Close this loop back up and then grab it with a pair of thinner nosed pliers so that I can get in here and finish wrapping this loop up. So this will just be a very simple pair of like bar style earrings, but they will have the little charm hanging off the bottom. As I said, I would like to be able to use as many. I don't know that I've ever done like such a monumental being able to actually go through and do all of this and get this many pieces out of it. And not just pieces, but pieces that I actually like. I'm happy. I would wear them. I would sell them. I didn't just make them to make them. And that feels like an accomplishment. Hi, Dawn. You have new earring cards now. Yes. It's a business card turned. I'm using 20 gauge wire right here, Martha. Since it is a bar necklace. Oh, so this is 20 gauge gold wire. Anyways, I've never been able to do this all the way. Don't you get your cards from Vistaprint, Rosanna? What order is this in? Green, and then gray, and then back to peach. Hi, Carolyn. If I have missed anybody, I will go back up in the comments a little bit so that I can make sure that I get to say Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. I appreciate all of you coming to start your day as you drink your coffee and feel a little less like bleary-eyed, because that's how I was feeling before I jumped on here with all of you. Okay. Oh, I have to do it over. I forgot to attach the little charm directly onto the bar. So we're gonna have to do that one over again. I don't know that I left myself enough room. No, I most certainly did. Okay. Loop up at the top again. I should have just done it right there to be safe, but You know what? I normally would never do this, but I don't want to forget when I get to the other end. So just to be on the safe side, I am going to go ahead and put it on now, even if it meant undoing that little bit of a wrap that I had. So because I was up so late and then up so early, let's see if I can salvage this loop. I think I can. Mm, 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 mm. And I did indeed manage to save that without the loop looking horrible and mangled. Like I did it on purpose. Okay, then we can restack them up. My little daisy spacers. Hello, Beth. In case you're not sure, like which design she's talking about. Oh, I don't still have it up. I was going to show real quick, but I don't have it up. Let's go ahead while I'm right here and see who I may have missed in the comments inadvertently. So Martha came in, Jen came in, yes, yes, yes. Dawn came in, hello. Carolyn, Martha, good morning, Beth. Okay, I got to say hi to everybody. Okay, so we need to do, this is the bottom, I need to do the gray next. Though if I'd made a mistake, we could have just called it asymmetrical. Or a design choice, you know. I've had a couple of happy accidents throughout this series that have turned into like some of my absolute favorite pieces. That's what happened with this necklace last night. I was going to make a bracelet using all of the links. I'm still mad. I need to find the 6th link like that so that I can make a matching bracelet for that necklace. And we're just gonna go and grab this and wrap it up, trim it. If I'd thought about it, I would have added this onto one of my earring posts that I have. But it's okay because if nothing else, I will make myself some ear wires. No, I'm just going to do them with the 20 gauge real quick. How long are these? I don't know that these will be long enough into earrings. So I may have to use these later. It is just at 40 centimeters. Let's see. Oh, nope. You have to do it with if I do it with the bail step making pliers, then or 6-step bail making pliers, yes. Then I know that they're the right size no matter what, or the same size, because I use all of the same tools. So there's one. There's that one. Face it away. Wrap up and over. Okay. So now I put the ittiest bittiest little crook at the end of mine because I have uneven ear holes. So when this little kick out is too long, it makes it that much harder to put on my ears. So I just do the tiniest one, and I will go back and sand or sand that smooth. But there is my 5th pair of earrings with this box. And I am proud of myself because I really have stuck to the box quite a lot. So I'm happy with that. Okay, now I want to make some earrings with these. So I need to decide how I'm going to style those. I'm so glad most of my favorite people are in this morning, and that makes me so happy. I am going to release video 2 once I'm done here, and then I'll probably release video 3 on Christmas Day, and then I will post the wrap up on Saturday. And in the meantime, I'm going to do some easy designs with my Christmas box to get started, and then we will go from there. I need to find that other piece. It's gonna bug me until I do. All right, so move on from that, Heather. You have other things to get done. Okay, so since I don't have any more bead caps, I used every last bead cap I had to finish this necklace. I was sweating it quite a bit for a moment because I was missing one of them, but I found it. So I don't have any more of these. I used every single one of the porcelain beads. I used all of the little flower links like these. I used those in this bracelet and some earrings, and I think that's it. So I'm kind of getting to the tail end of what I can do. Even if I knew where my sunstone, moonstone was right now, I wouldn't put it with this. I just would have used, oh, wait. Dun, dun, dun. I forgot I have some of these too. What? Okay. I'm not sure that I like the coral with those. But I could use those as the center and then pull this in. Because if I remember correctly, all my pieces are sitting right here, but I made so many of them that I don't quite remember what all I used and where. Okay, bracelet, 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 bracelet. That's a necklace. This is a necklace. I'm trying to see where else I used the beads together. Oh, but I am out of bead caps, and I don't think I bought any extras when I ordered my companion bundle, and I might have to go see if they still have some left. It most definitely would not get here in time to go with this, but okay. I can either make some cute little, maybe something like this, and use some of the Ados or the rose. Does that go with? The bronze definitely does. So do I have those right here? I was like, I'm just going to do earrings today. It'll be easy. My brain isn't firing all the way yet, quite yet. I'm on like 3-4 hours worth of sleep, and that's it. You know what? I don't know where my sand moonstone is from this box specifically, but I have this faceted mix. There's so much stuff that I made. I can't wait to lay it all out, display it all, take a picture, do all the things. So I could use this to do either another bracelet using the green with the orange. Not the orange. But I can do it with the green and these agate. I'm with you, Rosanna. I wish they wouldn't have put anything on this agate. It makes it like, I wonder if it's okay. Like, I keep second guessing things that I make with it because I'm not sure if I like it or not. So that is the one beady item from this box that caused me the most amount of pause. It was these beads. I came up with some items that I'm extremely happy with, but I didn't buy any extras. That's all I can say about it. Let me see. How many of these do I have? 2, 2. I need 2 per bead. This is one of those happy accidents I was speaking of. I went to put this on a bead, and then I was like, ew, I don't know if I like that. And then I was like, oh, maybe it will fit on these beads, and they do, and they fit very nicely, actually. So it kind of worked out. Let's see how many of these I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have enough to do 3 beads on each bracelet. But that's okay because I can do chain around the back for the bracelet if I need to. All right, let's find some stringing wire. I'm going to use this like Hildy and Joe wire I have, because the other ones I have, right here, I don't trust to be strong enough. I hope I cut that way too short. So it's a little bit wiry than I would like, but it'll do the trick. I will just flatten the ends with a clamshell and go from there. Where's my little clippy so things don't fall off the end? And I have glued the ends in some blue and orange, one of the lawns, to do a Denver Broncos design. I just did not have time to string all those beads, and I can guarantee you don't want to watch that. It would have been, yeah, you don't want to watch that. Man, I'm like one short of having 3 of these for either side too. Let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to put the man-made hematite on here with the little bead cap and put the other bead cap on. See, these are like little domes, and because these weren't perfectly round, they were kind of like taller. I don't know how to say it properly to convey what's in my head, but I have those, and then let me grab a couple of my little spacers, 2.5 millimeter spacers, and if I need to go up, I can. I'm gonna go there like that. Yeah, I don't have enough to use these, I don't think. I really wish that I knew where my sunstone moonstone little thingamabobber was, because it's exactly what I need to finish this bracelet. Silver's there. So yesterday my remote was on the floor underneath my desk, so that will likely be the next place that I look. If I don't spot it here real quick. That's another stacker, but it's an empty stacker, so it's not what I'm looking for. It's not there, not up here. Oh. Let's see. Chat amongst yourselves while I go crazy. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Found it. Because I still have a bunch of beads. So then I have like the little, I have these, and then I have these that are like more uniform. And if I put these in instead of these, let's see here. I'm trying to get the beads to make sense in my brain, but my brain is like, cannot compute. Cannot compute. You are expecting too much of us. Seeing if any fell like underneath the edge of my mat. I did not use the chocolate pearls anywhere else, even though I did put them in those 1 earrings. So I could pull those in, but I'm thinking that I just want to make a very delicate bracelet using those. The remainder Maybe not all of them, because I'm going to also grab some of the 8mm to put in with it. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh. Maybe just do really simple. No, save this for the knotted. You definitely want to do that. Okay, yes, saving this for the knotted, saving. Where's the empty compartment where these were? Oh, they were in a smaller one. I do also have some itty bitty bicones that are exactly the same like color as the crystals that were part of this box. So I have those as an add-in if need be. They're just itty bitty little bead caps that, like I said, are the exact same color as the other ones in the box. Let's go ahead and open this. We're not going to use those right now because we're going to do that with those later. Okay. So let's get this open. I want this to be very simple. And these did come from Beadbox Bargain, or Bargain Beadbox. So I can cheat a little. Okay, so put on one of those sandstone moonstone. In case you're curious about bead size, they're 4.2 faceted round bead. And then I think I'm trying to decide if I just want to do the really like simple understated bead caps, or if the little like tinies, or if I want to take the opportunity to like do something like that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, that's what we're doing. So we may not need these, which is fine because it just means that I'm sticking closely to I'm using more of the box. So go ahead and pop another one on. And then I might alternate in between the 6 and 8mm Alaskan Jasper, though I don't think I should need to. I should have more than enough to do it with the 6mm only. But I want to see real quick what it looks like next to the smaller ones and see if I want to use that. If they were the same color, I absolutely would. But instead, we could do that, which I like. What do you guys think? What's wrong? Oh, please don't get sick. Sweet pea. You're doing too much. Rosanna and I both told you you were doing too much. You were overextending yourself after having your stints put in. I know you like being the hostess with the mostest, but sometimes you need to think about, you need to take better care of yourself. Rosanna, everybody, please chime in agreement and tell her to go put her feet up and chill for the rest of the day. She wants to yell at Rosanna for not putting her foot up, and Rosanna wasn't hosting any like full on 12-course meals or whatever else. Kept telling her, go rest. What about yourself, my dear? Thank you. I was like, did everybody just leave? And I only say this because I love you. Not to be mean or anything like that. These little strands don't have as much color as the larger nuggets that were in the box, but I'm kind of liking it because they're serving as a neutral. I just need to decide if I'm going to do something in the center, and if I am, what is it going to be? What can I put in the middle? I wonder if, well, you already have some of those out. What if I made a little circle ring for the center of this? Nope, I just want it to be simple, easy peasy. It doesn't need something in the center. It looks pretty just as with the pattern. Elizabeth, are you listening to everybody? And yes, I just middle named you. Oh no, I didn't. I was trying to think of your middle name. I hope you're listening and are gonna take today and rest. Go take a bath. Do whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself. Where is the hole? I love tiny faceted beads, but it can be hard to spot the hole on them because it's, come on, go onto the wire. Thank you. Oh, forgot the bead cap. You guys, I love this entire, like, I'm gonna call it a collection because that's what it feels like at this point. I don't feel like there isn't something in it that doesn't go with the other pieces in the box. Just about everything can be mixed and matched and stacked and layered to your little heart's content. And so I will do the wrap up, and in the wrap up, I will link this live so that people on the replay can come and find it to see this bracelet. So it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. So this is going to be the center of the bracelet. And yes, I like it without any fancy going-ons in it. I am taking it easy, I promise. I'm not doing much of anything for the holidays. My oldest will probably pop over at some time. Our youngest, yes, it's just a garbage truck, no bark, is popping over early tomorrow morning. So that'll be good to see him. I'll see Squishy at some point. There's it is custom in the Mexican culture to celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. So like that's when they celebrate. So they will likely be busy with that, but I'm sure I'll talk to them at some point throughout the day. And then they're gonna go over Jason's brother's wife just had their first baby. So Selena is a big cousin to somebody now. Only by 9 months, 9.5 months, but still. It's crazy to think of her as being like the oldest of anything, right? She's so little. Okay, I have this, and then am I really going to be like one short? Oops. From having one of these pearls. Here's what I'm going to do. Rather than have the coral pearl as like the center stone, let's go ahead and pop this up to the 8mm and possibly even stack another bead cap along with it. I can't remember if this worked last night or last time I tried this, or if they were too close to the same size. Yeah, they're too close to the same size. So what about, I have some filigree pieces, but I also have, maybe I don't use that at all. And I use, oh, that goes right over that little center. So that's not gonna work. The holes on that one are too big. I have some filigree pieces that might look pretty, but if they don't, they don't. And we'll just leave it the way that it was naturally. Ramsey, no. Nope, I don't like that. Okay. Nothing extra. It's good just the way it is. That wasn't quite big enough, and I don't see my next largest size in my filigree right here. Which is perfectly okay. Let me try one more little thing though. No, that's too similar to the shape size. Okay, don't need that. We're just gonna leave it the way it was. Keep it simple, sister. I didn't remember. She didn't open yesterday because I wasn't sure I would make it. Anyways, today's stunning. And secretly was hoping for a pair of earrings. I know, mine are really pretty too. Okay. That's after this, you're gonna go take a nap or a bath, right? Because it is okay to prioritize oneself. And we all need this reminder. It is okay. As moms and wives and matriarchs and everything else, we put so much extra pressure on ourselves that is unneeded. So, I just want to have enough to make a pair of earrings. So, and I might even have some 6 millimeters left to do it with, and won't have to go to 8, which I would prefer, so that I can just okay. I haven't I've been trying to do like a wider piece of the sunstone and then a little bit of a darker piece. So if you're wondering why I just pulled all of those off of there, that is why. Oh, back to the story. So the baby was born, big baby, over 9 pounds. I think it was 9 pounds. She was 9 pounds 2 ounces. Her name is Amelia. She's a little cutie pie. I just completely blanked on what I was supposed to do next. But Jason's mother went to Boston, and so she's all worried that her hubby won't take care of himself and won't be all alone for Christmas Eve. So they're going over there for that, and then they're gonna do Christmas, just the 3 of them. So, which is cute. It's their first, it's Selena's first Christmas. I totally get wanting to have that with just your little nuclear family. It's cute. We got to see them a couple of weeks ago, so that was fun. One more bead, and then I think we are finished. Oh my goodness. Get back to one of the more pink tones. And then I think this is just about done. If I need to put any more length on this, I'm just going to do it with the sunstone and gold. Yeah, I'm gonna need more. I'm just going to do it using the smaller beads, so that way, in case a customer types a lot, it's not always comfortable to have these on the underneath part of your wrist, like as you're trying to type and such. And this is only at, yeah, it's still at like 5.5 inches. So I can put I'll just sit here and string on the smaller moonstone, and then I'll just go to the other side and do the same thing. If I can find the holes. Oh my goodness gracious. And I'm going to continue to alternate between what looks like white moonstone, but I could be wrong. Okay, that one doesn't want to be on, so it's hiding the hole. I'm just going to keep alternating back and forth. Some of the lighter pieces have like the sparkles that are reminiscent of moonstone. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't think I need that much more length, so I don't want to waste much time putting beads on that are not needed. So that is wrong. This should have been a darker piece with color, at least a little bit more color than that. So come on. So I saw the recommendation. Hi, Cheryl. Aw, that's awesome, Rosanna. That is a subscription that well, I guess it's not a subscription. You have to go like buy it in advance. But I'm going back and forth between doing the soft flex and doing a second bead box, a bargain bead box. I do still get the companion bundle almost every month. There are months that I'm not as fond of it. as others, and so I don't get it for that reason. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I'm gonna put a 5th on both sizes, on both sides, and then measure this bracelet again. Actually, I don't like that one. You want one? There we go. Because I do need to account, obviously, for my class. Let's go ahead and remeasure this. Oops, I just almost I did just lose length. But it's okay, because I think 3 is going to be long enough once I add on my class. So thank you for falling off. You saved me some work. Okay. Then, because this is the wire that it is, I don't know that I want to crimp it. So I think I'm just going to grab some like size 1. These are soft flex crimps. I actually like the size of their size 1 crimps. Over Beadalons, they're a little bit bigger. So I like that. Okay, so now I just need a bead cap. I mean, not a bead cap, clamshell. I should know I had it. There's one. That's not the class I'd like to use. Where's the? I need one more clamshell, and I hope I'm not going to have to go grab another bag. No. There we go. So we will put this on first, and then put on our little itty bitty baby crimp that just fell. It keeps getting stuck on the flannel, but it's so little that there's no way I can hold it on my hand or like in my fingers. Okay, we can come down. We're gonna grab our pliers. Slide this down, do the tug test. We're good. I hope this isn't going to be crazy long. I didn't account for the clamshells in my length. Dang it. It's okay. I'd rather mess up now and take it off now than to finish clasping everything up. Because we are at 6.5 right now. So yes, I'm going to open this and I'm just going to end on that moonstone. So cut this off and then I will start that over. because these are heavily gold plated, I don't have to worry that that I opened it a second time. Oops. I opened it, but then I didn't put it on, which was silly of me. Nice and tight on there. Now we're going to pull this one down, take off all but the very last one of the little moonstone. Put this on, put the crimp on. Did it? Oh, what do you think? Oh, I'm so excited. I sent Rosanna and Beth some of the bare bronze wire that I am going to be using a lot more of. Neither of them have worked with it in the past. So I sent them this little bundle of like, I believe it has 24, 22, 20, and 18 gauge. So, Rosanna, what do you think? Do you like the color? Isn't it so pretty? It's such a delicate, it's not gold. I mean, some people might think it's like a champagne type of gold, but I love it. And the company that I get it from is very fair, because it charges the same, like you can buy it in like a pound or a pound and a coral, or did you? I'm gonna have to see it. Yeah, Cheryl, it is like craft wire. I would compare it to using like bronze or copper wire, except for it's bronze. It's so pretty. And when you like put it in liver of sulfur or let it naturally patina, it is a very like nice dark brown color. So not so much hello. It's not this like, it's more like that brown. So when it patinas, it has a completely different look to it, and it's beautiful. So wasn't that a good set though? I love the size choices they made. A lot of time you would have gotten like 20, 22, 24, and 26 gauge. And I'd much rather have 18 than 26. I will tell you up front, it's like using German style wire. It's not flimsy. It's not like, it's good. You will also get like the little like when you work with copper wire and how you'll get that like gray across your fingers. You get that when you use it. If anybody would like me to put that link in real quickly, I can, because I am going to go do it. It's less than like $20. So my phone, sorry. I will go and get it. I promise you guys will love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I got some in my Beading mystery wire. Yours isn't coming until Friday. German style wire is no, I just want the item, please. Is I don't know if stiffer is the right word. It is dead soft for bronze wire, but it's not. I'm sorry if you guys hear the echo, but it's much easier for me to find it on my phone. I can always pause it if I need to. Okay, there it is. It is sold by Craftwire USA. I also typically get my copper from them. Though the last time I ordered it, I ordered the ones in those blue containers, but it's not patina ink. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but so I'm probably gonna go back to Craftwire USA, but it's more like work hardened, medium tempered, that's the word, instead of like fair. But will you like play with it just a little, just a bit? Because I'm dying to know. I'm like, okay, so yes. There are only 3 left in stock. So you want to go click on that link and go grab it really quickly because, oh, it didn't let me post it. Dang it. Okay, hold on. I have to switch my account so that I'm on TT's Trinkets and Treasures, not my own video. Can I do this? I'm live right now. Okay, I'm gonna email myself the link so that I can drop it in the comments. Yes. Send. Come back over to my laptop and there we go. Go back. Correct. It does indeed, Renee. I completely agree with you. This is a really good wire to use. They do restock very quickly. So if you're not able to get it now, go on, or you can go directly to their website, Craftwire USA, and order it directly from there. But yeah, words. Again, brain is not computing. Let me see. I need some jump rings now to finish. Oops, sorry. To finish off my bracelet. And then I can do some earrings real quick. I am going to use some bigger jump rings and a bigger clasp for this, as long as it doesn't make it too long. I'm not making them like huge loops, but I think these are, I would say 6 millimeter. If I had to take a gander, I do like to use smaller beads. These 18 karat gold plated jump rings, woohoo! Yes. Yes, it was the bare bronze wire. Not the brass, but they do have brass wire as well, which is awesome. That's why when I stumbled upon them, I was like, oh my goodness. Because you don't typically see, or I haven't seen, like where you can just go buy brass and then you can patina it yourself. I haven't seen a lot of that. Normally I think of brass as a center wire that is plated to make something else. I've never worked with it just on its own, but like, here, I'll show these. I'm gonna have to bring it up so that my computer can focus. Come on. So this is the bronze and silver wire twisted together. You can see just by, let me see if I, just by putting the gold up next to it, that, well, that one is not a good. I think that was a bronze ring. Okay, there. Now you can see this is more yellow, whereas this is very soft. It's such a pretty color. Like, I probably described it to, Georgina, Merry Christmas. We will see you. I hope you have so much fun with your family. Thank you for your support. It's much appreciated. Talk to you next week. Mwah. Okay, Rosanna, how would you describe the color? Because I've tried to describe it to her several times. And so I'm wondering if it is what she expected it to be based on my descriptions before she had it in her hand itself. So I kind of put it as like what they call Casey gold, or like a champagne color. So you're going to have some more special beads coming that you're going to love. I'm going back and forth on whether just to send you the beads, to make something with some of them and send you the rest. I can't decide. I can't decide. So what are you looking for, Heather? You are looking for some of the larger gold lobster claws. You pull them out specifically so that you would have them. Are these them? Yes, these are like the middle ones. I think if you guys got any of the findings bag, I think you guys are really going to like the plating on them. You can tell that they've been plated because they have more heft to them. I don't know how else to say that. Words hard this morning. Sort of a cross between a soft gold and a touch of rose gold. Do you like the color? I haven't seen you use rose gold, so that's why I'm kind of like, I love the color. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put this larger ring on, and then if it isn't needed or makes the bracelet too big, I will swap it out for a smaller one, but right at 6 3/4, I'm okay with it. Okay, that bracelet is done. Let's go ahead and make some earrings. I need to put the card back in here so that I don't mix this in with the rest of my itty bitty. I like to know that they're soft legs jump rings. Okay, earrings, 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 earrings. So I have, oh, it looks like I have a 5th, of course. It couldn't have just been the 4 so that I could wrap this up. What I was thinking is that I could do like, I don't know, a hoop situation like that, but I don't mind this. And then I could dangle 2 of the charms off. Well, no, I don't want to be a one-trick pony, and I already did that. So what I could do, though, is grab 2 of these little sunstones. And I'll tell you, I like the sunstone that is like very light in color. Oh, Heather. Well, don't fall on the floor. I caught it. So you could not see what the heck I was talking about. That's the way I like my sunstone, where it looks like a gem. It sparkles. It has all the right stuff. So let me go ahead and I might stack those 2 and then have this as its own link. Is that actually what I want to do, or do I want to undo that one other earring and use it for the like little flower thing for this instead? No, I think I'm just going to use those 2, and then I will make this coral one its own little link again, so it's not like a one-trick pony situation where I'm copying one pair of earrings to make another. Not that that's bad. I do it all the time. I just don't want to do it in the same collection. So, yes, I like it. It's very pretty. We can't see your mat. Oh, I already fixed that. Okay. Gold wire. Here it is. I hope I didn't cut those too short. I don't think that I did because there's not. Ooh, and I already have some links that I cut over here. Oh, nope, those are head pins. But I just think I have, I don't know. Talking to myself, sorry. Just gonna make a little hybrid link situation here. And this is actually a perfect example of why I came up with this hybrid link. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's done it. I'm sure there have been other people who have done the same exact thing, but I want to show you real quick, just so you know what I am talking about when I say, okay, I don't like doing simple loops. They don't feel secure to me, so on and so forth. So if I take this and I go to do a triple wrap, I'm going to show you why I don't like it. One, it uses more wire. Okay, maybe this one is only going to get, oh no, I think I got the third all the way around. Yes, I did. Okay, especially with smaller beads. Oh, I might not be able to get these little beads on 20 gauge wire. Some of them. Okay, so that all seems like a little bit too much on top of this itty bitty bead. So if I just do my little loop, the loop is right above the bead rather than there being the wire spaced down. Okay, good. I'm excited you like it. All right, then we need bead caps. I will probably just use the same ones that I did on the necklace or the bracelet, since this is to kind of go with that. Who is digging down there? Sutton, stop. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Is that all I want, though? No, I think I want a little gold dot. Or not a little gold dot, a little gold bead underneath that before the bead cap. Yes, like that. Now I'm gonna bend this so that it is going the opposite way of the top loop. Get off the pliers, Heather. Okay. And then we will just create the other one. And I'm gonna see if I can do my own flag ball bead or a ball spacer for the bottom, just so that I can show you that technique again, in case you come along a new kind of wire that doesn't have its own bindings. You just go and you fold it over, and I'm going to squish it right up against the other part of the wire. And I have found that if I stick the loop into that little spot, it doesn't, like, you get a completely flat print. So there we go. The only thing that'll keep me from being able to use this is if the bead cap has a very large hole. It does not. So that's good. I've cut way too long of a piece of wire. The other thing is these shell pearls, a couple of them did not fit on the 20 gauge without like some. Yes, I like. And then I'm going to like connect this directly to the other before I wrap up my loop. I just almost accidentally was that. Why are you stuck to me, string? Okay. Earthquake. Just kidding. Okay. I will make some ear wires for those in just a moment. Did I bend this one too small? No, it should be okay. I will make the ear wires up next. That bronze wire was what led me to try to figure out how to make my own components, because with the copper, and I know I've said this before, so if you are a loyal follower, most bindings are like these, are likely copper with gold plating over the top of them, right? This is like three, to get just a copper ball head pin, it is 3 times as much as it is to get this 18 karat gold plated one, which is ridiculous to me. Like, it makes no sense. You would think that because I just wanted plain copper that I would be okay. Okay, that one fit on? It did indeed. These go opposite ways. Don't want to break. Nice sunstone. Okay. Put my leaves back the way they're supposed to be. Okay, do the other part. Oh, I forgot to direct connect. I got 2 in the groove. And I was not paying attention and I forgot. So we'll do that again. Luckily, it doesn't take much wire to do this whole process, so. And I tried to share each step of the way of like, this is the way I did it because XYZ doesn't achieve what I want. Like, I try to give you the reason behind each decision that I make, especially when it's something like making my own findings or any of that kind of stuff, so that hopefully it's easy for everybody to like catch on to. I don't know how. No, not catch on to. So that it doesn't seem as daunting. That's the word. Because sometimes, especially if you're a newer beater or you solely do not have any self-confidence in yourself, me sometimes, I don't want you to not try this because that's the way that it feels. Because it really is not difficult, like in the slightest. So just play around, figure out the way you like to do. I still have to figure out how to do like a flat head pin. Although I don't use them very often. Okay, there's that. Do some ear wires. I'm going to cut these both the same length. I'm going to go ahead and do it at 4.5 centimeters today, or at 45 millimeters for the pieces of wire, so that I know, that side is flush cut, this side is not flush cut. That side is, okay. I don't know if you ever hear my rude neighbors that just drive me batty. You can also do this with a ball head pin or a head pin. So I like to go down and make my loop. Let's see where I had this. Okay, so right about there. Correct. Those are indeed the same. Okay. Then I'm going to grab I normally do that with my 6-step looper, I do the hole this size. I'm sorry that I didn't show that that's the way I typically do it. But then you're going to face the loop away from where the barrel you want to wrap around. My favorite is the 5th step. So I have a couple people in my life that have gauges, and they like it at the absolute largest setting. The 6th step, it fits them better, but look, they're the same exact size. Oops, they're the same exact size. The only part that is a little bit tricky is when I do the kick and then clip off the ends, but I try to do it towards the middle of the loop each and every time. Do a teeny tiny kick. I obviously have more there than I prefer. I like a very short little kick. Where'd the other one go? There it is. Okay, then we're just going to attach our components to our ear wire. Then we're going to close up the hole. Because this is 20 gauge, I don't worry about going in and work hardening it, because if it was 22 gauge, I definitely would. 20 gauge is already on the larger side for ear wire. I personally prefer that. But because it is larger, I'm not going to go in and flatten it using my box joint. So there's the, oh, do you see what I did? Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay, well, since I already have to cut the wire, I don't want to have to open that loop more often than is absolutely necessary. That is the one area that I should probably, oh no, don't get stuck. I don't know why you got stuck, but there. Okay. Can't believe I just did that. Actually, I can believe I did it. I just wish I wouldn't have. Give myself a little bit of extra work here. It's not a lot of extra work. It's only a little bit. I just almost did it again. Touch. Okay, now at least with it already attached, I know what I wanted it to be, so I won't make the same mistake. Crystal back on. I need this facing the opposite way of my hold the loop up at the top. So I can grab that. Yeah, that's what I thought. That wasn't facing the correct way. Let me make sure this one is. Kind of, sort of. The loop isn't entire. There we go. It was just bent over. That's why it didn't look perpendicular. Open this up, slide it on, close it up, and we have earrings. Okay. I really like those. That is actually a style of jewelry. What do you mean? No, you're good at Kim. Okay, Renee, I'm sorry that I missed you. I'll send you a message later. Glad everybody's back. Okay, so I made these. They are finished. Are you talking about the asymmetrical, Cheryl? Asymmetrical is hard for me because I'm a pattern girl. Oh, you're making cookies? That's what I need to go do. But I have a couple of gifts that I need to make as well, because I hem and hawed about what I was going to do so long that it is Christmas Eve and I have not started it. I want to make something for my beautiful daughter-in-law. I just saw these peeking out over here. These could be cute with garnets, I think. I don't know. I might have to string some on to get your opinion before we say goodbye here. If you're all creating and have nowhere else to be or things to do, please stay. I'm going to be sitting here creating anyways. I might have to step away to grab some more coffee. But outside of that, like I said, I need to make something for I call her my daughter-in-law already because she's family. She has felt like family since the very first night we met her. We had dinner and we were at the restaurant for almost 3 hours laughing and talking and having so much fun. Steve is very much his love language is talking crap or like witty little comebacks. If he doesn't take the time to like formulate those, then it's just because he doesn't want to take the time to be witty or whatever. He just kind of stays back and is very quiet. So my daughter-in-law she loves beaded jewelry. She loves jewelry of all kinds. Every time I make her something, it goes into the jewelry rotation. And she'll text me if she gets a compliment on a piece that I made for her. So I'm going to go ahead and try to clean up these little crystals because I don't think I would use them on what I'm making for her, but you know me. I say that, and then I'm going to start making it, and I'm going to go, oh, wait, what about this? Squirrel, or should I just say bead? It's not a squirrel. It's always a bead that grabs my attention. That's the other spy cone. It's the AB. Okay, so I don't think that I'm going to use those, but I'm going to leave those there. I have used a lot of the beads from this box, you guys. I'm proud of myself for how much I used. I still have a couple of pairs of earrings that I have percolating in my brain up top still. Oh, I have 3 more 6mm of the Alaskan Jasper, which I thought I had used more, but that's still like an accomplishment in my book, because I really am surprised that I managed to use that many of the beads from a box. I've never made this love language of a smartass exactly. You can't do the asymmetrical either. Yes, I had too much on my table and was searching for December's bag. I'm glad that you like the earrings. Yeah. I'm wondering if our resident, like, Alaskan Jasper hater, does she like the way that I've used it? Rosanna, if she's still here, I'd love to know if you like the way that I used it. I will be styling all of this and taking photos to go post in Beading Besties as well as Bargain Beadbox Facebook group. I just found out like last month that there's like a contest. Never knew of that before last month when Rosanna won. I was like, wait, what do you mean? There's a contest? Huh? Okay, where's my garnet box? Oh, right. That is garnet. Okay. So I'm not sure if it will be silly to put garnets next to crystal beads with a garnety color. So we'll see once I get it going. I didn't realize I still had cubes left. Trying to pull out all of the shapes and/or sizes that I have kind of loose within the box. And then I do have some other garnets, like I have some top drilled ones. It is my birthstone too. Oops. So I recently splurged on a strand of garnet. Funnily enough, everything I've made with them so far have ended up being gifts. So I need to go make myself something with it before it's all gone. Now, her favorite color is green. So I'm going to have to take a gander and see if I can find my green, because I think that he would really I could do a mix. The only fear is that, like, I'm afraid it's going to ring Christmas, and then I don't want it to be something she can only wear during the holiday season. So I don't know. I might just have to make her one using each color in separate pieces that she can stack during the holidays. Oh my goodness. See why I went to Stackers for bead caps? I have a really hard time. I don't know why, but I have a very hard time getting beads out of these little plastic boxes. It is why I went to the jars to begin with. But I like putting like the boxes in the stackers to begin with, so that they are easy for me to see, easy for me to put out on the mat and everything else. My 17th. Oh, our birthdays are back to back. I knew I liked you, Kim. For now, Cheryl, yes, they are. You can always go back to a previous sale and watch it. And if there's an item you want, you can email me. And if I still have it, I can do that. I am working on a website. I'm probably going to have to take a week off and don't do any lives in the morning, just to get it all ready. But I'm not, like, the thought of that, I like hanging with my girls. So, especially when I have to take off time for surgeries all the time. Okay, I'm going to plot some of those 6mm faceted garnets. Are these ones smooth? They are indeed smooth garnets. Okay, there's a little bit of a mix. I also have these little like half circles that I bought. Do you guys ever like see a bead and you're like, oh, that'll be cool? And then you buy it and try to use it and it doesn't really work out the way you thought it would. That's what this strand of half circles has become to me. So, yeah. No, it is not true that most of my gemstones sold out. Not at all. You do it too, Dominique? I know I do it. I also have these square garnets that I really like that I think if I can figure out how to use those, that's something I think she would really like. I do have 8 and 10mm faceted garnets as well. That just seems like a very big piece for her specifically. So, well, I'm glad that you like the piece, even though you don't like the color, Rosanna. Okay, so I do have this one like little oval brio here. I did buy a strand of trop drilled ones, but they're not as thick as this one. And this one is actually drilled. Is it across the top? I'm trying to figure out where the drill hole is here. Oh, so it's like meant to hang with the point. Or is that a point? I don't know. This is very pretty. These are also very pretty. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. If I'm going to use this oval or not. And then do I want to put silver or do we put gold with it? And we put silver with the green. For my nieces, I'm doing silver. She would want it very simple, but yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. Dominique, I wish I could figure out exactly how to use this. Yes. That's exactly my struggle. Okay. I think that this would look good with silver. Don't use my cutters to cut the plastic, or Linda will yell at me if she's lurking, which she very well could be. She's done it before, but she is also kind of like a hostess with the mostest. So she may not be here today. But just in case she is, I don't want to get in trouble. Just saying. Okay. I don't want this to be too long because I will likely do chain up the back with it. So if we start at the center with this little beauty. Oh, is this one of those? Okay. I have more of these. I'm not sure where. These are the like ones that are dyed at like a diagonal, so it looks like a leaf. So we will most definitely not be using that one. Let's see. Let me see. These are very pretty. Okay. So we have that, and then where are my microscopic silver spacers that I was using the other day? If not, I have rounds I can use. I was using them on sleeves. No, but that's where all of the sterling silver that's been sealed is, so that I can use that as clasp. I don't want to use daisy spacers. I want whatever I choose to use to be really super delicate. Oh, that's black crystal, not a garnet. Where are they? They were like the 1.5 millimeter little itty bitty babies. Oh, here they are. I'm going to put them in the slid. Or actually, I'll just put them in this. Right. So I know where they are. Okay. I'm gonna see what I think of this right off the bat. I'm not sure that I love it, but let me get a few on before jumping to a conclusion. Here's the thing. I think if this was 3mm, I would love it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it not do the garnets justice? I can't decide if I like it or not. I don't hate it. If I absolutely just hated it, I would know. I don't always know what I like, but I always know what I don't like. What is the bead at the bottom of my mat? These or these are all garnets. So all of these are garnets that I have had within my stash. See, this is an example. Don't like all the wraps, drives me nuts. That's why they are links that then went in a box and have not been put into a piece of jewelry because I don't like it. I can't decide. What do you think, Dominique? What do you think, Cheryl? Anybody else is still here? Here's the thing, and this is going to sound kind of funny. I'm afraid this makes it look too, like, fussy. That it gives, like, immediately, I'm wanting this to be in a V. Like that. Oops, sorry. Like that. Or, like, in a circle. Let me try that. That might be the move. I've seen Becky do this. I'm going to try to do it myself. I don't know that I cut enough beading wire, but we're gonna see. Okay, let's do one more because this will be the one in through. I will show you what I'm talking about in just a second. If I didn't have these 4mm garnets, I would absolutely not use these. Okay, so I have two. So then, oh wait, I need a silver. These little spacers are so microscopic. And then what Becky does, I've seen her use this before. Where is my little clippy? I don't want any beads to fall off while I'm doing this. Okay. So then what she does is she goes back in through the other side. And then I've just got to feed more wire down. I'm not sure that I left myself enough wire for all of this. What do we think? And then I don't need to use anything I don't know that I'll continue using these. I think I'll probably just do garnets the rest of the way. Yes, this is the center of the piece. Yeah, the V, exactly. What do you think with it like this? It is a crystal with a garnet liner. Do we like this? I think I do. I'm a little bit worried. I need to feed a little bit more coming from the other side. Let me make sure my wire is fairly even. It is not. You just took way too much. Yes, that's what I'm going to do right now. So I think I need to put another silver on. And then from here on out, oh, the first one might have to be an itty bitty one to get in next to that. Where did I put the garnet box down? Right here. Still the wrong size. Those two may be small enough. If not, I have 2 millimeter around here somewhere. Where is the hole? There it is. Okay, maybe I don't put the silver on right there. Maybe that's what's making it not fit. Yes, that is what was making it not fit nicely. Once I have all the other beads strung on here, I have to go small right here. Otherwise, it doesn't fit properly. So let me then just string some garnets on. See what I think, and if I need to cut a new piece of string because it's not big enough or long enough. Don't want the cubes. I love microfacets, but damn, they're hard to find the hole. I'm specifically using the itty bitty silver because I want there to be some separation between the beads as I go, but I don't want it to distract from the natural beauty of the garnets. So once I get it, I'm hoping I need something smaller. I need like an itty bitty one. And I know I have some little 2mm ones. I just have to look. I know I have. Because I'm putting a little bundle together for Beth. Because she needed to buy some garnets. Speaking of, that is not something just limited to Beth or Rosanna or whatever else. If you are looking for something, let me know. If I don't have it, I will figure out if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I will let you know. Okay, I really like this loop, but it's acting fussy. And I don't like that. I don't want it to be fussy. With this pendant with those garnets, beautiful. See, this one didn't sell, Cheryl. Crazily Saget teardrop pendant. I have a lot left, and I have stuff that wasn't even in the last sale. That's why I'm like, if there's something specific that you want, let me know. And I can send you pictures. I have also been known to do like little personal shopping trips for people when they are looking for specific. So they don't have to wait for me to have it in a sale. These are 2mm cubes. I'm hoping. Ooh, that might have been exactly what it needed. That little bit of a different shape. And then maybe I alternate. I want to pull all of my rounds away from the cubes. Just so that is a cube. I don't accidentally put a cube on. That is a cube. See, that's the problem. They're rounded cubes. That is a round. This is a round. It just needs to be taken off this wire. Which is a pity because that was sterling silver wire. That is a round. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to take the crystals off and do cubes in the center. Yeah, I don't think that I like the crystals. It's just not like, I just keep stopping and staring at it. And so I think that I'm trying to force a square peg into, I don't know what I call my head round, but you know. So, not saying that we can't still do the exact same thing. I'm just saying that we might do it with the cubes instead. The only thing that sucks about like being in my position is that like I wish I could see your guys' stuff. So we have talked about like doing some group eating chat things where people can, like multiple of us can be in there and share our maps and put a face to the name and all that kind of stuff. But I do really need to work on getting my site up. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I need this on more of like a flat surface. Sounds like my hubby may be home from work. We will know momentarily. I'm way too zoomed in. You guys can't see anything that I'm doing. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. Let's put some on the other side and then loop it up. Yep. Dad's home. The dogs are going to probably start barking. I'm hoping that because I have most of the barkers in here with me, that they're not going to bark. But that could be wishful thinking. Hey, no. Oh, come on. Little beads are so cute in theory. And then you go and try to use them and you can't find the hole. So you have to like mess with it. Cooper, calm down. Dad will come say hello in just a minute. He always does. I don't know. I kind of like it just like that. All right. Love you. I kind of like the itty bitty cubes with the silver spacers. and that oval right in the middle. Maybe every, I don't know, third, like do 3 cubes. And then maybe go for a round garnet. I just dropped that on the ground. Dang it. I'll find it later. Do I keep it just the cubes, or do I add a round in? Like do 3 cubes, then the round, 3 cubes, then the round? Or do I just leave it with the cubes and the silver? Yeah, it does. Add the round. Okay. That's what I was leaning towards because I didn't want it to be like all one note. It was very pretty. But I don't know. I have a hard time with like just straight minimalist. I try to do better. I'm going to do the green garnet bracelet as something a little more casual because she loves the color green. So much so that she would rather have an emerald for the stone when they get engaged. I do have bigger cubes. So, instead of putting the round on, I do have that's not one. But I think I kind of like the break with the round. Yeah, I like the round better. Never mind. The only thing I'm not liking is that I hope it settles down because right now it feels a bit stiff, and I don't know if that's because I'm using the seven-strand wire rather than something like 19 or 49 strand. It would have to be a fine wire though, because I can't go any bigger than the fine wire because it won't go through all these little itty bitty holes as easily as it is now. Oh, goodness gracious. I have so many of these itty bitty little cubes. Will you please go in? Thank you. I don't know why I'm able to get the silver ones on so easily, but I just love the simple elegance. Would make it stiffer. You can use Herkimer or Perkimer's. 7-strand is making it stiffer. That's what I was afraid of. I have the 19-strand that I can grab. That is, it's more slinky. It's what I should have been using this whole time. So I will see if I can thread it through with the other wire still on. That way I don't have to sit here and manually string all of these again. But I got to put a clip on it. Nope. It's not going to let me do that. Man, oh man. There's not enough space in the itty bitty littles. But I want it to drape nicely. This is like a forever kind of present, not a oh, it'll be okay kind of gift. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Some of my little silver spacers. Ah. I wish I could have Christmas music on, but I would get copyrighted. And I'm not making enough money yet to use licensed music. Not really anywhere close to that quite yet. January and February, probably more February. No, it is January, just Valentine's Day. Things seem to pick up. I feel like my bigger order months were in September and October, so people could be making gifts leading up to the holidays. But yeah. I feel kind of bad because my original intent for this video was to show you a couple of last minute gift ideas, but I need to get this done and off my plate. So I actually think I'm going to call it quits, guys. We have been on here for almost 3 hours. Love you all. What could do Herkimer Diamond? Yes. Ooh, white sapphire or topaz would also be beautiful. Yes, for April Cheryl. I don't know if you can hum it or not, but yes. Yeah, I don't know where those are. Ugh. Or if I can even add them in. My eye is twitching. So I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. I hope that you guys all have the merriest of Christmases. I don't know. We might drop in tomorrow. Maybe Rosanna, Beth, and I all pop on together. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Merry Christmas. Cheryl, if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me on Messenger or an email, and we can go from there. I love you, ladies. You're the bestest. I hope, honestly, that Christmas is what you want. If you're not having big holiday gatherings or things like that, it's okay. You guys have us, we have you. And like this Christmas, we already celebrated with Jason and Jerica and the baby. Brock may come over, but I think he has like some group friend projects. Maddox will come over tomorrow morning, but looks like he's spending most of the day with his in-laws or future in-laws. So it's okay. Christmas looks different from everybody, and just because it doesn't look like a movie doesn't mean that it's not just as good. So, as always, guys, happy beading.